All right, the finals. We won the die roll. We'll play first. This is a definite keep. Free Blade into Brute. Working towards that Seismic Elemental. This hand is very good. Possibly draw the Consul's Lieutenant here. Making this hand even better. All right. Ooh, Sergeant's a good draw too. Now I'm curious if we want to do Sergeant turn 3 instead of Brute. Work towards an earlier Renown. Shaman of the Pack. Okay. I think I'm actually just going to attack with Free Blade and trade a Mighty Leap for a Shaman of the Pack. I think Mighty Leap for a 3-2 is a pretty good trade. I could just trade the creature, but I think keeping Free Blade out there is worth it in my mind. With the upcoming Seismic Elemental, I think it's going to be worth it. And yes, I could have done the Mighty Leap to just get in and get Renown, but I think it's preferable to just get rid of the Shaman. Get that Shaman off the board. All right, we'll take our medicine here. Titan Strength was an excellent draw. Probably the ideal draw, to be honest. Because now we get to go Sergeant follow-up. Fifth land for Elemental. How desperate am I for a land right now? Not super desperate. I'm at least going Sergeant here, and next turn I'm at least going Brute. So I feel like I'm not super hard up for this land, so I'm going to bottom it. Might seem weird to you because obviously I want to get to the point where I can play Elemental, but I think getting a couple of Renowned guys out there right now, I'm going to see another land eventually. And if I don't see a land, I really wouldn't mind seeing some more creatures to build towards this Elemental value. All right, so now I have to chill out a little bit. Maybe. Pricklebore. All right, we'll play the Brute and pass. I could actually just attack with Sergeant and basically trade a Pricklebore for a... I don't think that's actually that bad. I think I'm attacking with Sergeant. So I shouldn't have pre-combated the Brute once again, but I'm going to attack with Sergeant. Maybe this affects his decision making. It seems like it did. All right. Okay. Did end up getting the fifth land anyway, so let's go Elemental here. Could have played the Pricklebore first, but I think it's actually better to scare my opponent. Okay. Got that full-on Dwynen's Elite value. No attack with Rock Smaller, which is good for us. It's So what are the best attacks I have here? If I swing with everything, he has to double block Brute. I think we're going to wait a turn. We're going to just Prickle Bore, play our land, and pass. Eyeblight Massacre currently only kills our Brute. He only has one card left. I feel like if I attack with everything, he's got good blocks still. So next turn I have good attacks with. I could attack with Seismic Elemental, actually, which isn't bad. In which case I should have once again not pre-combated the Prickle Bore. I attack with Seismic Elemental is best. Well, no, I guess I would have had to because otherwise I would have discarded it. So I could attack with Seismic Elemental, and his best blocks are like Deadbridge Shaman, Elf Warrior. And then he's left with 3 guys to our 5 guys. I don't really like the Elemental trade. I think we're going to wait again. That trade doesn't seem that great for us. Lightning Javelin's pretty good though. So let's Javelin. Let's Javelin Shaman. Bottom that. No discard. Now we can swing with Seismic Elemental. Let me think about this actually. If we swing all, he goes Mauler, Sergeant. I don't think he's got great blocks here. I think we're swinging all out. He has a couple cards in hand, but to me it seems like a good attack. Could have Unholy Hunger. Be a bit of a problem. You could also have Draga Invocation in there, so this seems like a time we really need to be attacking. I mean, the pro is he has to block. The con is, I don't know what he's got in his hand. At least he doesn't have, if he does have Unholy Hunger, he doesn't have Spell Masteries. There's no life gain. I still think the Lightning Javelin play I made was correct. We're swinging with everything. I don't think his blocks are fantastic. He can go Rock Mauler Sergeant. He can go, I don't know what else he can do that's great here. I think this block is very good for us. This leaves him with only a Rock Mauler to our ridiculous amount of dudes. So we have 3 dudes to his 1. And he's dead next turn, unless he's got a good play. All right. That worked out well for us. We had just lands coming too, so very good. Okay, cool. So green-black elves. He's got Wild Instincts in there. Debating dropping the Bloodlust for the Tactics again. I mean, Tactics would have been insane there. I think one of the main reasons I like Tactics more than Bloodlust, in this match at least, is Deadbridge Shaman seems really good against our Bloodlust. It seems less good against our Tactics. Like, against our Bloodlust, most of our guys are still going to die, and then we'll have to discard on top of that. I think I'm going to go back in the tactics camp here. See if I like that more. Worked out pretty well for us last time. I don't think active treason once again is very good in this match. All right, I'm okay with this actually. Gotta keep this. His hand seems perfectly fine. Needs lands, but we get to go free blade into scout, which is very good. Yeah, we got the land too. Really nice. Really nice looking hand now. No 1 or 2 drop from our opponent is also very nice. So let's see if he's got the Reeve Soul. If he does, we still get to follow up with Sergeant next turn and then go into Scout. So we're looking pretty good. Got a good game plan. Deadbridge Shaman. All right. Well, now I kind of want to play Sergeant. The main reason I want to play Sergeant, wow. Yeah, I'm going Sergeant this turn, especially if I draw a red mana next turn. But the main reason to go Sergeant is that next turn I can go Scout on my Free Blade and get in with both my Sergeant and my Free Blade versus his Deadbridge Shaman. And I think that's just really good. And I do have the potential to once again just draw another red mana, play 2 Scouts, and really get in there. Okay, Sylvan Messenger's not too intimidating. This is actually interesting. Now I can... Let me think about this. Really want a red mana. Red mana there would have been insane. Actually, we're still very good. All right, we go... yeah, this is actually just insane. So we go Scout on Free Blade. We get in with both of our guys. I actually feel like he really wants to double block that Sergeant because it's going to be his one opportunity to take it out. So then we get to go Celestial Flare, and then we just eat both of his guys. We do have to discard. I think we're probably just going to lose Scout. Could lose the Titan Strength, I guess, since Scout is another creature that also lets us get in with our Unrenowned guy for next turn, because I'm almost positive he's going to be double blocking the Sergeant. So I might actually discard the Titan Strength. Just because, like I said, Scout lets us get in with Sergeant next turn. So, I mean, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So, make him discard, or sack, rather. So, all right, we discard. Yeah, so the question is Scout versus Titan Strength. I think it's actually going to be... I guess it's actually Scout. The reason that it's Scout is Titan Strength on my Acrone Sergeant makes it so I don't even need to worry about making it unblockable. But, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't think it's Prickle Boar, though. Prickle Boar is a little bit too good of an attacker to give up there. But We have a highly advanced board state. Our opponent's got a handful of goodies here, though. All right. I can't save my guys, but we're still pretty good after that. So let's get a land. All right. I think we're actually tightening strengthening here. And we really want to find a land, so we'll leave that on top. It's not the land I want, but being able to play Prickleboard next turn seems too important to pass up. And I just really wanted to make sure that I hit the land, so I didn't have to Titan Strength there. But also Seismic Elemental at this point is just going to be pretty much, or maybe not a win. So now I can't trade my... That's a tough card to deal with. I think we're taking 6. I don't like the idea of double blocking and losing both my guys. So now I wish I'd saved the Titan Strength, but only because I didn't realize I had a land on top, and I didn't realize my opponent was going to play a Sky Snare Spider, and have a Nissa, for that matter. Yeah, that's a tough one. The turn that he gets to flip it. So wait, he just went Sky Snare Spider into Nissa? All right. We went from really good to really bad really fast. Dragon Fodder, sure. Gives us chump blockers. Still 2 damage short of lethal if I draw into my Seismic Elemental. Shaman of the Pack, it's a pretty good one. So I do have to actually block here. So I could double block the Sky Snare Spider with Prickleboar, and I don't think that's great though. I think I actually, well, yeah, that's a problem, isn't it? Because if I don't kill Sky Snare Spider, then I can't attack into Nissa. I want to attack with Prickleboar, but the only way to attack with Prickleboar is if Sky Snare Spider dies. Sky Snare Spider's not dying anytime soon. I think we double block. Man, that's tough. I think we double block Spider. I don't like it, but if I don't get rid of that, I'm just going to lose to it. If I draw a red mana, I can kill Nissa. Oh, well, never mind. We're just straight up going to lose this game now. Like, we were only almost for sure going to lose it, but now we're for sure losing this game. Like, it doesn't even matter that I got the mountain now. Our position just got horrible. I don't even have a good attack here, and we're dead to the Shaman of the Pack. So I can't actually even attack Nissa. That's the worst part. So that Titanic Growth was just the absolute worst. I can't attack Nissa because he has Shaman of the Pack in his hand. So he would just be able to pre-combat Shaman of the Pack and attack back. So turns out Sky Snare Spider into Nissa is a pretty good play, and pretty surprising loss considering how ridiculous our board state was at one point. We were up 3 creatures to his nothing. He went Eyeblight Massacre, Sky Snare Spider, Nissa. Wow, that was harsh. So I can't attack Nissa or I just die. I feel like I die anyway. But I guess we play it out. We can concede. There's no coming back from that. All right. Yeah, there's actual 0 draws that bring us back into that. That was harsh. That was extremely harsh. So what do we do about that? Do I want active treason now for a spider? Seems not that good. Still seems not that good. I think he's got too many cheap things to make any sort of reliance on active treason. Not going to be that good. Keep with the tactics plan over the bloodlust? I think so. I think I do stick with that plan. I could go for another flyer, but that doesn't do anything against a spider. I think we just keep it the same. Hope our opponent doesn't play spells like that in game 3. All right. I mean, it's certainly a keep. It's a good hand. It's certainly not been our deck's fault at all. Our deck has been extremely generous with us in all 3 matches, I think. So it's really just a matter of, is our opponent that much better than ours? Or our opponent's deck, rather, that much better than ours? I think we actually want to kill Leaf Gilder. Yes, I can just go Scout, but the reason I want to kill Leaf Gilder is it ramps him, which I think is better for him. Yeah, Manticore Hydra is tough. Still think we go Sergeant. Yeah, it's really tough. It's a really tough spot. Really want to draw a land here. Kind of at a loss at what the play is. I can't do Flare. This gets too big. I can't do... I can attack with Sergeant. Maybe he just blocks with 1 and then I Flare. If he doesn't block with just 1, if he double blocks, I'm in big trouble. I can go Subterranean Scout, pump this, get in with Sergeant for 2, pump my Sergeant. I can go Thopter Engineer, swing for 1 in the air. I think I'm going Scout on Sergeant. Yes, it makes his Hydra even bigger, and that's a problem, all right. But if I don't get in with Sergeant, now it's vulnerable to Eyeblight Massacre, and I guess one perk is next turn it can attack into Varika's Disciple, which I think is actually pretty good. I might be able to set up for a good Kithian's Tactics coming up here with Thopter Engineer. If he doesn't play a creature next turn, one nice perk I have, but it also means if he doesn't leave up Unholy Hunger mana, but I can attack in with Sergeant, he can double block, I can first strike kill Disciple, and then cast Celestial Flare. So that is like a pretty sweet thing I can do. All right, we get renowned, so at least we're out of Eyeblight Massacre range. But it's going to be tough to find a good Celestial Flare opportunity if our opponent's got more creatures coming. And Nissa is quite the creature, too. Alright, opponent is in ridiculously good shape now. So once Disciple gets renowned, I can't attack into it very well. Man, this is a tough spot. This is a really tough spot. I'm taking 8. I can trade off the Disciple. I don't like it, though. I really don't like it. I haven't figured out how I'm beating Hydra yet. I think that's the main problem. Like I said, once Disciple's 3/4, it stops everything. So I guess I trade off this. Yeah, it's tough. He can't block and kill Sergeant, even if he triple blocks. Right? Yeah. So yeah, I think we play Thopter Engineer and swing with Token and Sergeant. Try and set up for a good Kithian's Tactics at some point. I mean, if I can find the opportunity to flare that Hydra, I will. He's got Unholy Hunger mana now, which is pretty bad. Yeah, it's really, really bad. It's a lot of damage. Can't do anything about it. So gotta leave up Flare. I think we still swing with Thopter. Maybe we leave everything back, actually. I think we leave everything back. Because that way, he's not motivated to attack with Nissa, because I can trade. And he's not motivated to attack with Elite, because I can trade. I think he's going to attack with Elite, though, which sucks, but I think it's still correct to do it like this. Yep. So what's the... Yeah, we just lose. Nothing to be done. All right. You got us. Tough loss, but we made it to the finals, so happy with that. We get to do another 8-4. Also happy about that. Wish we could have taken that, but opponent had a great deck. But we'll take it. and we'll see you for the next one.